You probably do want a general. We'll give you this guy. Maneuver, because that reduces the amount of attrition you take, and means that you're less likely to fight over a river. And then the shock, because shock is good. It's not as good as fire, but we didn't have a fire guy. That's you being dealt with. And there we go. Let's spread these guys out. We are almost certainly going to have a lot of Indian uprisings, so we'll leave the army down here. Why have you not gone home? Off you go. Yeah, I just noticed. In the Civil War game, Britain's very isolated beside its war with Canada or something. I don't think so. For some reason, Britain decided not to join the war on France's behalf. He never did explain that decision to me. I think he just saw how strong Germany was, but then he could have done something about weakening Germany, so I don't know. Or maybe it's just that Igel and Bussy are once again in secret cahoots against me, which is entirely possible as well. Well, I might already be funding Britain a little bit. Yeah, Germany is a brute. Germany is very, very strong. It's worrying, but I'm holding them in Italy with a very small number of troops, and most of my army are those types of troops, so I think that's going to be quite positive. I just need to decide when to enter the war. Like, how much do I want to do to strengthen America before I actually go up toe-to-toe against Germany? That's the decision I need to make at the moment. Okay. We are still waiting for the admin from that. Oh, we can afford you now, though. You the cheap one? No, you're the cheap one. Welcome to the team. Ivan Mikolinsky. Another revolt. Oh no! No, it's not even in my territory. We have a lot of uprisings on the way. Can I get rid of you? I can. Can I get rid of you? I can. Yeah, I don't want to say too much about my plans in that, because I know that Igel watches these videos. But also because... Actually, I probably could. This will probably go up on YouTube in about 2 weeks after I've actually recorded it. But still. We're going to have a really long recording session on Thursday. We're doing like a double session because I'm going to be away, so I won't be able to. So hopefully a lot of stuff gets done then. Well, in a way, Igel might run into manpower issues. I mean, I know that Germany and Kaiserreich has a lot of manpower, so it's less of a problem than it sometimes is. But he still could. And that's good for me. Because America has a lot of manpower. Ooh, more states. Below 0 is a 28. So let's go to the state map mode, which will be you. Yeah, that's below 0. Let's make you a state. And edict you as well. All of these edicts are manpower. Right, where's next? Balk and Khorasan are both. In fact, Khorasan's going to be worth tons in the future. Where's Khorasan? There it is. Oh, and this is what I'm going to be getting from Nogai. Excellent. So we will make... Actually, we'll probably make you trade. And then Balk, Minsk. Minsk is one of these. There it is. Minsk will be free! Minsk will lead with blade and boot. Boo will take care of the details. Minsk will be free. These bars, they bend and twist with my berserker strength. Now you will. Now. Ooh, Ooh. Alright, bulk. Where on earth is bulk? That's one I don't know. Karelia, Laponia. I don't even know where it might be. Actually, is it India? Might be. I mean, I should probably wait on stating until we have these cored. Yeah, I think I should. How did I get colonialism in this playthrough? Did I develop for it? No, colonialism spread naturally through Bohemia and possibly Sweden to me. It was through Sweden. I'm pretty sure it was through Sweden. It came from the north. Because I had a massive border with Lithuania and Lithuania hated me so they wouldn't spread it. Yeah, it came from Sweden. Caspian and the Himalayas. That's what I wondered. There it is. But I think I am going to wait until I have the Indian territories cored. And then I'll have a better idea. Because I have a feeling these areas tend to be really high development. Well, some of them are. Okay, not as high as I thought. Oh, that one is. Yeah, these are high development areas. So they will probably be worth more. I mean, that's a 17 right there. 17, 13, that's 30. 36 from this. So yes, we definitely want to wait until that's cored. Wait, another advisor died? Ah, oh, son of a bitch. You would be the Cossack advisor. Which I can't now raise. Because we need to have influence of at least 40. I can get that from the... No, I can't. I can supply you with arms. Which didn't do it. Let's unpause and see what happens. Are you going to win that fight? Yeah, you're going to win that fight. ETA on our guy, 90%. They reckon it'll be done September 58. So another 10 years from now. 1,309 Diplo points it's cost. That's rather a lot. Yeah, overextension is very high, which means corruption's going to be racing ahead. Although because I'm ahead of time in admin Diplo, it is brought down again. And I have the abolish the mestronicity of the, which means it's brought down even more. So not quite as big a problem. In fact, it's basically halved because of those bonuses. Nice! We are still earning money. I don't know if we want more universities. At this stage, it feels like it's a bit wasteful. Although Smolensk is a big province, could probably do with some. Same with Kiev. Ryazov. Yeah, there's a few other provinces around here which are pretty strong. What I should probably do, actually, is look for provinces with farmland. Or grasslands. These are farmlands, like Kiev, Poltava, Peroslav, and Chernigov. Could become really, really, really developed for us. Didn't actually realise we had so many. Well, Ukraine was called the breadbasket of Europe for a reason, I guess. Alright, another missionary. Oh, we're only on speed 3. We can go at speed 5. Is no problem. The other thing I would like to do is fire off this guy. But I don't think I'm going to be able to do so for a while. I have to say, absolutism doesn't give as much as I thought it might. Considering its cost in military power and everything else. Right, is there any way that I can increase your influence? I mean, come on. We've done that one already. Requires influence of 40. Requires influence of 40. Influence of 40. And we've just done that one. So basically we have to give you more land. And I don't know that we can. Well, all of this is steps, so maybe we can. Except it has to be estated. There we go, here's one. Cossacks. Influenced by 1. Damn it. It's the 39. There we go. That's enough. Now, what? Oh, you are kidding me. 0.2 away. Bah humbug. There we go. There's one more. That'll do. Right, give me the free advisor, dude. Oh, Boyars loses 15 loyalty from me doing this. And the Cossacks gain 15 influence. Blimey. Boyars really don't like me using a Cossack ruler. Leader, dude, person. This would be you. Morale of armies plus 10%. And there we go. 50% price in all 3 categories. Level 3s. Marvellous. Missionary is almost done. Keep up the good work. We could core a couple more areas. May as well. Those are the new estate zones. Are we still paying our military 50%? I think we are. We are. Do we have any forts up? No. Good. Right. You need to be harsh treatmented. Slightly worrying spending so much harsh treatment because I really want to get my military tech up. Gujarati. I have a feeling this is going to be expensive. It is. So I'd rather fight the Gujarati insurgents. In fact, yeah, we have a lot of troops here, so we should be able to. We're going to have a lot of uprisings soon, which is why I really wanted the blanket 30 minus 30%. Okay, there they are. That is a lot of rebels. They send in the entire army. You dare rise up against Russia? Then we send 196,000 men to attack you. With Shock 6, of course, for our Cossack cavalry. We still have like half of their morale though. Let's slow this down. I'm enjoying this fight. Russia is so OP. I mean, I admit I just sent like 10 times more troops in to deal with them than I needed to. But still, Russia is OP. Raskol. Leading church officials have noticed a number of discrepancies between Russian and Greek sermons, rites and books, and in 1652, Patriarch Nikon convened a synod to study these matters. A second synod was convened in 1666, where a number of reforms were issued to correct this, as well as condemning much of the traditions of the past. This led to a great schism, Raskol, where those who opposed these changes came to be known as the Old Believers, or Raskolniki. Reforms are necessary, that is a whole bunch of uprisings, or we support the old traditions. That's 25 Patriarch authority. That is a lot of authority. That will get us up to 75. You know what? Do it. We can deal with the rebels, it's fine. Just not you, not any of you. We'll send the 52,000, that should be enough. Where do they rise? Oh, please. Oh, one of you had to be out here, didn't you? Right, we'll send one stack with a leader. And then the other one? There. Oh, you're a bit easier to deal with. In fact, we have an army right there. Marvellous. They sure did rush in to kill those rebels. Ha 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 ha. Coldest period of the Ice Age. Please make sure that fur goes up. Yes, furs and salt increases in price. Cha-ching! Conversion successful. Excellent. And you guys are almost done. Can invest in new technology. Military. Booyah! Swivel cannon. Yeah, artillery is definitely worth its weight now. Starts with demi cannon. Definitely comes in its own with leather cannon. Then demi cannon onwards. Just all good. Oh, swivel cannon even. We have complaints from several dignitaries in our country that a new practice of our merchants are clearly heretical and that we should put a stop to them. Lose Diplo or lose Prestige? Lose Prestige, it's fine. More cores. More core. We've taken Ahmedabad. Good. Play the Ottomans. Ran out of manpower. I guess you could say I was out of man? Huh? Huh? Aha. First battle. You should be able to deal with that. I'm wondering if the one man that we sent over here is going to be enough. Against 14,000. I mean, you struggled a bit against 9. You didn't really struggle. It's fine. Though I guess I could send both of you over. You know what? We'll do that. We'll send 2 stacks. Nazo Toki. Sultan Malakaki Toki of the Toki Pashtun tribe has a daughter named Nazo Anna, who is a learned poet and courteous, loving and caring person. Her education and upbringing has been supervised by him, and she was trained and taught by the scholars of Kandahar. Through her poetry and upholding of the Pashtunwali code, Nazo Toki has gained authority. Conflicts between the Gijini and Sadozai Pashtun tribes are often arbitrated by her in order to encourage alliances against the Persian Safavid rulers. There are many tales about her, but one that we know is to be true is that she put on a sword and defended her deceased father's fortress alongside her men when her brother went to avenge their father's death. She was left in charge of the household in the fortress and defended it vigorously. So we gain a skill 2 commandant in St. Petersburg, or she becomes a 4433 general. I'll take her as a general. Awesome. Because we already have a level 3 morale person who's 50% cheaper. Those puns are your punishment. That was actually quite good. I hadn't heard that one before. And by good, I mean... Right, onwards. Speed 5. Am I the greatest power in the world? Obviously. Alright, we've taken Perevosk, which was that. Marvellous. I'm still kind of amazed that we're not first overall. In fact, Diplo we're up to 9th. It's quite impressive. What are my diplomats doing right now? Not very much. Ottomans, how are you liking us? You are to the point where you would almost break that alliance. Denmark, you really are close to the point where you would break that alliance. I am pleased I thought about that. Had we given them any reason to do so, then they absolutely would have. And we could convert another province. Make it happen. And there was something else I wanted to check. What was it? Religious-wise. Right, I wanted to see what the bonus for having this much is. 1.5% missionary strength, local unrest minus 2.2, and local manpower modifier plus 25%, which is ridiculous. Orthodox is also very, very strong. Right, harsh treatment for you, harsh treatment for you. Yeah, that's enough. Does France control London? I don't know. Oh no. Exasperation of export effects. The traders and merchants of our protectorate suffered a major blow in their trade when we decided to take control of their country's trade power. Their complaints about the hardships this mercantile policy has brought upon them has reached the ruler of the protectorate, who agrees with them, and has made it clear that our relationship with them is suffering because of this. Oh, they still love us. It's fine. Yes, France has taken London. Yeah, it's going to be really hard for Britain to kick France out of Britain now. They've taken too much. Oh no, Diplomat died. Diplomat is a boyar. And we can't get another one for another 4 years. Military, diplomat, admin. I do wish there was more of a range of people that you could get. So we could get just a full price dude. I think that's what we'll do. And the other thing I can do is start building some more stuff. Now, I was saying that I don't need any more universities, and I would agree with that. No, that's not what I meant. That's a really, really shit position. Don't build there. 0.68 from that. 0.61. 0.33. 0.68. Let's do the salt. Yeah, because salt does get rather expensive. No manpower, no guy. They have no guy. Zzz. And there we go. We have cored all of the things. So let's call those. And then finally, let's take a look at the states. And yeah, Sind 43, Saurustra 37, Marwar 31, and then Balk at 23. So it was a very good option to make sure that we waited for these. So what was the first one? Sind. Which is you. And now these ones I think we do want on trade, because we want them shuffling trade north to our own territories. And then Saurustra, which was this one. Damn it. And that's all the provinces that we can do. And then with that in mind, let's take a look at the trade map mode, where you do indeed send it north to Kashmir, which then goes to Samarkand and over to Novgorod from there. Right, so we probably want a merchant in Indus soon. Where do we have them right now? Novgorod, Kashmir, Samarkand, Kiev. Samarkand we definitely want. In fact, we need to boost our control over Samarkand. Kashmir too. Indus is already actually sending most of it north already, so I think we're fine with our positioning. We just need more control over this. Are there any trade? Yeah, there is, and we don't own it. Kashgar. We need to take over Kashgar. Kabul we already have. In fact, Kabul, do you have a merchant? You don't. Well, you should go and build. You do have a marketplace. Never mind then. Stages to writing an essay. Number 1, Putin it off. Number 2, Stalin. And then you're Russian to finish. Those puns are top marks. There's no Rasputin that. I think we're linen in the right direction with these puns. And selfing the waves to these jokes. Selfing, yeah, it doesn't really work. The Lenin one's good. Oh, we have another. Aha, this can be the +1 absolutism a year. Marvellous. Now we're definitely getting a lot more stuff. And we need to have at least... Oh, we need to have 3 objectives filled. Absolutism I reckon we can do. That one already ended. Oh, I'm so pissed about that one. We could have got that. And then trade companies. Actually we potentially could do trade companies. Except can you do trade companies if you have a land link? I'm not sure you can. Well, let's have a look. Economic map mode, unless I have them somewhere else. I do, I think. Here. Right, so the North Indian Charter. Can we make this into a trading zone? Yes, we can, except that we're stating them. Alright, so this is the Marwar state. I can't see how much Marwar is worth overall. 9, 18, 23, 24. Yeah, quite a lot, 26. But that would give us another trade company, which would give us a lot of additional power in this zone to push money north, and it would give us another merchant. We kind of have to do it. Like, we want the absolute bare minimum in the trade network, but we do need to do it. And Jaipur as well can do it. I mean, we can switch them out. We can add and remove. Except we don't want to do this until we've converted them. Which apparently we have already, except for that. So this is coring. There is no penalty to coring, right? Trade power, tax modifier, missionary strength is the reduced one, but it's already orthodox, so that's fine. Everything else, yeah. So long as it's already been converted, it's fine. You haven't, you haven't, you haven't, you haven't, you haven't. Alright, now if we check in the trade area, no, here, we will be able to see that we have a trade. Oh no, you started it here. Right, because that's Jangpur and this is Doab, which is currently pushing all the money east into that region, which is Orissa. Interesting. Right, so what was I thinking? We need to get a trade company here and here. We're already the largest trade company, but we need to have at least 50% of the control in this area. We currently have 12. That's going to be rather difficult to achieve, but it's possible. And I did say I was going to end this at 4 AM. It is now 4 AM. I just happened to glance at the time. And I can hear birds singing outside, so that's not a good sign. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this, then please do hit that follow button. You'll get notifications of when I'm live in the future. If you want to see more of this type of thing, then do check out my YouTube channel, which you can find at youtube.com/MordredViking, which I will link for you momentarily. There you are. Furthermore, if you want to support the channel in other ways, then check out the Patreon. Patreon is a great subscription service, basically, where if you are able, you can financially chip in, and you get some really cool rewards in return for doing so. Those include getting your name put in the game, that type of thing. I should probably be doing that a little bit more in this series. And then finally, we have got Discord, which is where the Mordred Viking community hangs out. They're a cool bunch. They enjoy talking about... Oh, not enjoy it. Obviously, they enjoy grand strategy games, that type of thing. So if you want to talk to people with a similar interest, then that is a very good option for you. And also, if you want to arrange multiplayer games, it's a good place to find people who would be willing to join that. I do often see in the voice communication channels people off playing their own games, which is cool. I like that. I think that's all I have for today. We will be continuing with Muscovy either Wednesday or Thursday or next week, depending on whether Kaiserreich is out tomorrow or not, or Thursday. In the meantime, I want to say thank you very much for joining, and I will catch you next time. And Tactical Shock is in Discord, so it's absolutely worth going. Puns may or may not follow him. Please don't put people off my Discord channel. I'm joking. Again, thank you very much everyone for watching, and I will catch you next time. Goodbye.